Welcome back to ShareTreck, everyone. I'm Jack.
And I'm Diane.
And we are fresh off the heels of NVIDIA's CEO, Jensen Huang's keynote from CES 2025.
Oh, wow. Let me tell you, this wasn't just another product launch.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
It felt like Huang was giving us a glimpse into the future of tech.
Yeah, and showing us exactly where NVIDIA is planning to make its mark.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For all you investors tuning in, this keynote was packed with insights, especially for those of you between 25 and 55.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's break it down. Huang isn't just focused on graphics cards anymore.
Right.
He's talking about a physical AI revolution.
He's painting a picture of AI that can actually do things in the real world. It's not just digital anymore.
Think robots, self-driving cars, even performing surgery.
It's mind-blowing.
This isn't just AI playing chess.
Right.
This is AI building our homes.
Exactly.
Driving us around and maybe even operating on us.
And for investors, this means a huge market potential that goes way beyond gaming.
This is AI with real-world applications, and NVIDIA is positioning itself to lead the charge. Now here's where it gets really interesting. He unveiled the GeForce RTX 50 series.
It intermix AI workloads with computer graphics workloads. And one of the amazing things about this generation is the programmable shader is also able to now process neural networks. So the shader is able to carry these neural networks, and as a result, we invented neural texture compression and neural material shading with the Blackwell family RTX 5070. 4090 performance at 549. Impossible without artificial intelligence. Impossible without the 4 teraops of AI tensor cores. Impossible without the G7 memories. Okay, so 5070, 4090 performance, $549, and here's the whole family. Starting from 5070 all the way up to 5090. 5090, twice the performance of a 4090. Starting, of course, we're producing at very large scale availability starting January. Well, it is incredible, but we managed to put these in gigantic performance GPUs into a laptop. This is a 5070 laptop. For $1,299, this 5070 laptop has a 4090 performance. And so the 5090 will fit into a laptop, a thin laptop. That last laptop was 14.9 millimeters. You got a 5080, 5070 Ti, and 50.
Now these cards are incredible for gamers.
Oh yeah, a gamer's dream.
But the real story is what they unlock for AI at home.
Right.
The 5090, for example, can handle a mind-boggling 3,352 trillion AI operations per second.
That's trillion with a T.
That's a level of power that was unimaginable just a few years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, but what does that mean for investors?
Basically, NVIDIA is putting cutting-edge AI capabilities into the hands of everyday users.
So anyone with a 5090 can run these complex AI models right at home?
Exactly. Imagine the possibilities for new software and applications when AI isn't limited to just labs and tech giants.
So we're talking about democratizing AI.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And that creates a whole new world of possibilities for investors. Think about new software startups, AI-powered apps and services. The possibilities are truly endless.
Now we can't forget about the gamers.
Of course not.
Huang showed off the new DLSS 4.
Right.
This tech uses AI to basically create extra frames in games, making them look even better and run even smoother.
Now you might be thinking, okay, smoother gameplay, that's great, but what's the big deal?
Right.
Well, this technology has huge implications for things like virtual reality and the metaverse.
I see.
Imagine experiencing those worlds with super realistic graphics and silky smooth frame rates. This tech could make VR and the metaverse truly immersive and mainstream.
So we've got AI taking action in the real world and enhancing our digital experiences. But wait, there's more.
Oh yeah.
Huang really blew everyone away when he unveiled NVIDIA Cosmos,
Yes.
a platform for building AI that can understand and navigate the real world. Think self-driving cars.
Right?
So instead of programming robots for every single task, Cosmos acts as a foundation for understanding the world.
Exactly. It's like a pre-built brain for robots that anyone can use.
It simplifies development and allows developers to focus on truly innovative applications.
Right.
And some major companies are already using it. Toyota, Uber, and Hyundai are all on board.
Yeah, they're developing their own AI-powered robots and vehicles using Cosmos.
That's a major signal to investors. These companies wouldn't be investing in Cosmos if they didn't believe in its potential.
Exactly. It shows that NVIDIA is building real solutions and attracting major partners.
This feels like a game changer. NVIDIA is going way beyond gaming and establishing itself as a leader in AI.
Absolutely.
And it's not just about big corporations either. NVIDIA is bringing the power of AI to everyday PCs with something called AI Foundation model.
Yeah, these models can be used to create digital humans, AI agents, and tons of other applications.
So anyone can be an AI developer now.
Pretty much. They're also creating AI blueprints that anyone can modify and use. It's a huge step towards making AI development accessible to everyone.
This could lead to a wave of new and innovative applications.
This is now the new way of doing computing.
This is exciting to think about.
But this raises an important question. If everyone has access to these tools, will that dilute NVIDIA's advantage?
That's a great question, and one we'll definitely explore further in the next part of our show.
For now, let's just appreciate what NVIDIA is doing. They're not just building products, they're building a whole AI ecosystem.
From the ground up.
And just when you thought it couldn't get any more exciting, Huang announced Project Diligence.
This is incredible. A small but incredibly powerful AI supercomputer designed for anyone to use.
Like having a world-class research lab right on your desk.
Exactly. It opens up a whole new world of possibilities for students, researchers, small businesses. Anyone with an idea can now have access to that kind of computing power.
And that's the biggest takeaway. NVIDIA isn't just about gaming anymore. They're driving AI innovation in every industry.
This one revolutionized artificial intelligence. The reason why we built it was because we wanted to make it possible for researchers and startups to have an out-of-the-box AI supercomputer. Imagine the way supercomputers were built in the past. You really have to build your own facility, and you have to go build your own infrastructure and really engineer it into existence. And so we created a supercomputer for AI development for researchers and startups that comes literally one out of the box. And so I just wish that DGX-1 was smaller. And, imagine, ladies and gentlemen, this is NVIDIA's latest AI supercomputer. And it's finally called Project Diligence right now. And if you have a good name for it, reach out to us. Here's the amazing thing. This is an AI supercomputer. It runs the entire NVIDIA AI stack. All of NVIDIA software runs on this. DGX Cloud runs on this. This sits, well, somewhere, and it's wireless or connected to your computer. It's even a workstation if you like it to be. And you could access it, you could reach it like a cloud supercomputer, and NVIDIA's AI works on it. And it's based on a super secret chip that we've been working on called GB110, the smallest Grace Blackwell that we make.
Huang emphasized NVIDIA's commitment to pushing the boundaries of AI and partnering with leading companies in various fields.
We're talking automotive giants like Toyota and Hyundai, cutting-edge robotics, healthcare, the list goes on.
So what stood out to you the most about Huang's vision?
I'm really struck by how NVIDIA is making AI a part of everything we do. From the games we play, to the cars we drive, to the way we work and connect with each other. It's clear that AI is becoming essential.
And NVIDIA isn't just riding this wave, they're shaping it. They're building a platform that can power a huge range of solutions across multiple industries.
And they're making these solutions available to everyone. This is a company with a global vision and the ambition to make AI a truly transformative force.
So investors need to pay close attention to this company. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's step back and consider the potential downsides. Are there any risks investors should be aware of?
That's a critical question, and one we'll dive into in the next part of our show. We're digging deeper into Jensen Huang's CES 2025 keynote and what it all means for investors.
So we've laid out a pretty exciting vision of the future.
Yeah.
But let's put on our investor hats for a second and think about the opportunities and the risks for NVIDIA.
Okay, sounds good.
Where do you see the biggest opportunities in this AI-powered future? What should investors be watching closely?
Well, first of all, NVIDIA is clearly trying to be the top provider of the hardware and software for AI. With Project Digits, they're making AI supercomputing available to so many more people.
So it's not just selling chips, it's about creating a whole ecosystem around AI.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like they're the ones selling the tools for the AI gold rush. They're not betting on just one AI application. They're providing the tools and the platforms and the infrastructure that'll allow developers and researchers and businesses to really use AI in every industry.
And their partnerships with those big companies in automotive robotics and healthcare, those seem really important for NVIDIA's growth.
Absolutely. By working with companies like Toyota, Hyundai, and Uber, NVIDIA is making sure their AI is actually being used in products and services that people use every day.
That's key. It's not enough to just have the best technology it has to actually be used in the real world.
Right. And these partnerships not only show that NVIDIA's technology is useful, but they also give them valuable data and feedback,
That's right.
which they can then use to improve their AI solutions.
So they get even better.
Exactly. It's a win-win. But as investors, we also have to think about the potential downsides.
Right, the risks.
What could go wrong with NVIDIA's strategy?
Well, one concern is competition.
Yeah.
The AI field is getting crowded with companies like Google, Microsoft, and Amazon all wanting a piece of the action.
True. Those are some tough competitors with tons of money and resources.
How can NVIDIA stay ahead in such a competitive environment?
Well, they do have a big head start in AI hardware.
Mm-hmm.
Their GPUs are the industry standard for AI training, and they've been investing in AI software for years.
So they have a solid foundation and a strong ecosystem.
Exactly. Which makes it hard for others to catch up. But they can't just relax. The competition is fierce, and they need to keep innovating.
Another potential risk I can think of is regulation. Governments all over the world are trying to figure out the ethical and societal impact of AI.
Right. That's a valid concern. It's possible that new rules and regulations could affect NVIDIA's business.
For example, there are concerns about AI being used in self-driving cars, facial recognition systems, and even in weapons.
Those are all legitimate concerns, and investors should stay informed about those regulations.
Regulation can be good or bad.
How so?
On the one hand, it can make it harder for new companies to enter the market,
Which could help NVIDIA.
but it can also slow down innovation.
Right. So investors need to carefully consider how regulations might affect NVIDIA in the long run.
Another risk that's especially relevant to NVIDIA is their dependence on the gaming market.
Right. Gaming has been huge for them.
But as we've discussed, they're pushing into other areas like automotive, robotics, and healthcare.
That's important because the gaming market can be unpredictable.
So by expanding into these new markets,
NVIDIA can be less reliant on gaming and have a more stable business.
one last risk I want to mention is execution risk.
What do you mean?
Well, NVIDIA has this big, ambitious vision for the future, but it's one thing to have a vision. It's another to actually make it happen.
They need to be able to deliver on their promises and get their products out there quickly.
They have to manage their partnerships and stay ahead of the competition.
That's not easy, especially in such a fast-changing industry.
So the potential rewards are big, but the risks are real.
Yeah, investors have to weigh those carefully.
But I think it's safe to say NVIDIA is in a good position. They've been successful at innovating, they have a talented team, and they have a clear vision for the future of AI.
And they're making bold moves to be a leader in this new technology.
So what's your main takeaway from all of this? What should investors be considering?
I think it's clear that NVIDIA is a pioneer in the AI revolution. They're not just going along for the ride, they're the ones driving it.
And they're doing it strategically.
They're not focused on just one use for AI. They're building a platform that can power a huge range of solutions across lots of different industries.
And they're making those solutions available to everyone.
Now, whether or not NVIDIA can overcome the challenges and really succeed remains to be seen.
But they're definitely a company worth watching. You know what really struck me about Huang's keynote?
What's that?
It's like he's saying that AI is going to be like a utility,
Okay.
like as essential as electricity or the internet.
Oh yeah, he talked about how in the future we won't even think of AI as separate.
Right.
It'll just be a normal part of everything.
Yeah, it's like AI is going to become the operating system for the real world.
That's a really interesting way to put it. And it highlights how much potential AI has. We're not just talking about small changes here.
Right.
It's a fundamental shift in how we live and work and interact with the world.
It's exciting and kind of scary at the same time.
Yeah, I get that. But I think we should be optimistic and curious about this future. AI could help us solve some of the world's biggest problems, like climate change and disease.
But of course, there's always the risk that it could be used for bad things too.
Good, true.
We need to have open discussions about the ethics of AI
Absolutely.
and make sure it's used responsibly.
We have to be aware of the risks and embrace the opportunities.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance.
Right.
As we think about investing in NVIDIA or any AI company, we have to remember that this is a long-term thing.
This is a long game.
The AI revolution is just beginning.
It's early days.
There will be ups and downs and unexpected challenges.
But the companies that can handle those challenges and keep their long-term vision in mind will be the ones that succeed.
So investors need to do their research, stay informed, and be patient.
Think about the early days of the internet.
Yeah.
There were so many companies that tried to get involved, but only a few really shaped what the internet became.
Right.
NVIDIA is trying to do the same thing with AI. They want to be one of the major players in this technological revolution.
Which could make them a great long-term investment.
Exactly. The future of AI is really bright, and NVIDIA seems to be in a great position to be a leader.
Well, that's about it for our analysis of NVIDIA's CES 2025 keynote.
We hope you found it useful.
As you think about investing in AI,
We always love to hear what you think.
so tell us what stood out to you from Prong's presentation.
What are your thoughts on the future of AI?
Leave your comments below and let's continue the conversation.
And if you enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe to help our channel grow.
And share with your friends who might be interested in AI and investing.
Thanks for listening.
We'll see you next time on ShareTreck.